Before I get started, this video is going to have some light spoilers just because there's things I'm going to talk about. So just giving you a heads up. If you haven't seen it, I waited to post it until Monday. Sorry, you probably hear a little fan in the background. But I just wanted to give a quick review on Ghostbusters. I'll probably try to release this on Monday, give everybody a chance for the weekend, just in case I say anything. But I'm going to first start with what may have been bad. There was some pacing issues with the movie. Just how it kind of went up and down. And I felt that the slowdown, though I enjoyed it, I could see how the slowdown would have bothered a few people. Because it was doing a build up and it was trying to build more dynamic and things together. You did get to see where all the characters are and everything like that. But I think when they focused on the main girl, McKenna Grace's character, that there was reasons why it made sense, where she's at, where she needs to go next. But I do feel like they slowed it down, and I could see where the issue came in. Or for some people, me, I thought it was good story build, and I didn't think it was horrible. But I'll at least give you the benefit of the doubt. I could see that. Outside of that, overall, I think it felt awesome that they were in New York Firehouse, Ghostbusting, especially the opening, how they did everything. I personally think the growing family dynamic was very well done. Me having a step parent myself, it is a weird, treacherous kind of situation because you don't know where you stand, you don't know where the step parent stands, and everything like that. And I think they did a really good job with that because it was trying to figure out where they were, and it actually really added to the story itself. I loved all the nostalgia nods. They had stuff from old toy commercials. They had stuff from the old cartoon. I remember the Ghostbusters cereal. They had that. They did the Ghostbuster music video. Like, and they found ways to put like all this stuff in there. And it was a ton of stuff, the old toys and everything. And I don't think I'm saying anything too spoilerish. Just because these things were already existed and you hear the nostalgia, so it was a lot of that. There was definitely some nods to the cartoon. I felt like it was the old cartoon. And another thing I could probably point out is I think the villain was awesome, but I felt like we should have gotten more from the villain. It did feel like the cartoon where it was like the villain of the week kind of thing, but I do feel like we could have gotten a little bit more of the villain. So some of it felt a little undercooked, I guess you could say. Just with a little bit more flesh out. Like, they gave a great backstory. They gave a good overall. I'm not saying like what they didn't do was fine, but I feel like a little bit more would have gave that much more. Like I said, wasn't boring. I also felt the Frozen Empire name didn't fit because it wasn't really about a frozen empire kind of thing. It was talking about even like the villain, he didn't have an empire, he was talking about something else. So I think that name did not match the movie. I'm trying to think. Outside of that though, I really enjoyed it, had a great time. The nostalgia, the feels, they brought some old school toy stuff and everything like that. And a lot of, in my theater, was a lot of clapping, a lot of cheering, a lot of laughing. Like, my theater was a new time, so it wasn't fully packed, but every theater before me and after the time I saw it was packed. Even mine was mostly, because it was just a new time they introduced. I said, oh, that's a perfect time. So I hit the button. It was funny though, one guy was asleep in the theater, but everybody was laughing at him because he was like snoring. But everybody else was like, I mean, people were standing up and cheering and stuff. So overall, I think it was a pretty solid sequel. Was it as good as Afterlife? I'm going to probably say no, but Afterlife had a lot of feelings and things behind it. I like a lot of the things. I liked how they played up with like Finn Wolfhard's character, where they kind of played the whole, well, you're an adult, aren't you? So I did like how they play that, because they're all trying to find their place and do everything. There's characters that came back and things like that were really cool. So overall, I think it was cool. I would like to see, like I said, more of this. I would like to see more of this era overall. Like, I'm invested in this new Ghostbusters, so I would love to see more. I like I said, overall, I think it was a good time. I did not have a problem with this. Like I said, maybe not as good as the previous movie, but not a bad movie either, by any means. So, like I said, in my opinion, I had a good time with it. And I think you're a Ghostbusters fan and you want to bust some ghosts, you should definitely check it out. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else? No, that's pretty much it. So, all in all, good time. I think it was a good sequel. I mean, I see some people going, it was boring, or was this. I guess because it wasn't like action all the way through. Definitely love seeing Slimer. And I would, I'm hoping in the next one, especially with some of the characters that came back, like Podcast and I think her name was Storm, the girl, like, they found ways, and I thought it was cool. I also like where Winston was. I didn't think about this. Winston is kind of starting something, and I'm wondering if they're going to shift it this certain way with that Ghost Corp thing that they've been talking about. Especially because after this movie, I could see why they may have to need a bigger group overall and more to start busting ghosts. So, yeah, I'm definitely down to see where they go. I think I heard Netflix might be getting a cartoon show of it. So, yeah. I want to see more. And that's a good thing. And I think that's it. Yeah, everybody came back. It was good, solid. So we'll see if they really like go crazy in the third movie. But outside of that, Geek Protagonist, you stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay real. And I got some stuff to show you later. See ya.